Listen up, fellow Stoics of the digital age. Ever lost sleep over a comment from someone you barely know? Or had your whole day ruined because your latte order came with almond milk instead of oat? Yeah, we've all been there. Welcome to modern life. Overstimulated, overthinking, and overwhelmed by things that really shouldn't hold this much power over us. But what if I told you that about 2,000 years ago, a bunch of toga-wearing philosophers figured out how to handle life's chaos way better than we do now, without a single mindfulness app? Today, we're diving into 7 Stoic principles that'll help you master the ancient and much-needed art of not giving too many cares. Or as the old-school Stoics put it, achieving tranquility of the soul. Now don't get me wrong. This isn't about becoming a robot with zero feelings. This is about learning how to let go of what drags you down and finally taking charge of the one thing you actually can control: your mindset. So if inner peace sounds just a tiny bit better than doom scrolling and overanalyzing every awkward text you've ever sent, then do yourself a favor. Subscribe, hit that bell, and let's get Stoic mode activated. Welcome to a calmer, wiser, and slightly sassier version of you. Let's dive in. Principle 1. Control the controllables. Picture this. It's a Friday night. You're all dressed up, ready to meet friends and feeling good. You call an Uber. The app says 3 minutes away. Then 5. Then 7. And suddenly you're sitting there staring at your screen like it just insulted your family. You start refreshing the app like your life depends on it. Frustration builds. You even start blaming yourself. Why didn't I leave earlier? Or I knew I should have driven. But here's the thing. No matter how many times you refresh that little map, your Uber's still stuck at that red light 5 blocks away. This is exactly what Seneca was talking about when he said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." The Uber being late? Annoying, sure. But the real suffering, that came from your thoughts spiraling out of control. The endless what-ifs, the blame, the mental drama, that's the part that wrecks your peace. Now, let's hit pause for a second and ask the golden Stoic question. Is this within my control? If the answer is no, let it go. Seriously. That one question alone is a game changer. You can't control traffic. You can't control the driver's route. But you can control how you respond. You can sit back, take a deep breath, maybe listen to that playlist you never finish, and realize, hey, being late isn't the end of the world. The Stoics weren't teaching us to ignore life's annoyances. They were showing us how to stop letting those annoyances own us. Your peace of mind is too valuable to hand over to a delayed Uber, a rude comment, or spilled coffee. So the next time life throws you something inconvenient or irritating, try this. Stop. Breathe. Ask, is this mine to control? If it is, act. If it's not, release it like expired milk, useless and not worth your energy. That, my friend, is the first step to mastering the art of not caring and letting go. Principle 2. Embrace the present moment. You ever been out to dinner with someone, but they're not really there? Maybe you've even been that person. You're sitting across the table, fork in hand, a delicious plate of food in front of you, but your brain is somewhere else entirely. Did I send that email? What if the meeting tomorrow goes badly? Should I have said that in the group chat? Meanwhile, your food's getting cold, your friend's mid-story, and you're trapped in a loop of future stress that hasn't even happened yet. Marcus Aurelius, Roman emperor and certified overthinker, once wrote, "Do not let the future disturb you." And this guy was literally running an empire. If he could learn to focus on the present, what's stopping us? Here's the truth. Most of our anxiety doesn't come from what's happening now. It comes from what we think might happen later. But the Stoics teach us that the only place we actually live is in the present. That's where our actions happen, where our joy lives, and where peace is found. So next time you catch yourself drifting off into tomorrow's worries, pause and do a quick mental check-in. What's real right now? What can I enjoy, appreciate, or focus on in this exact moment? Maybe it's the taste of your food. Maybe it's the sound of someone's laugh. Or maybe it's just the calm of sitting alone with a cup of tea. Whatever it is, let yourself be there fully, not halfway between now and a future that hasn't even arrived. Because the future? It'll come whether you worry about it or not. But the present, once it's gone for good. And if that doesn't make you want to be a little more present, I don't know what will. Principle 3. Detach from opinions and validation. Let's be honest. How many times have you posted something online, waited a few minutes, then checked back, only to see it got like 3 likes? Suddenly your brain's off to the races. Was it boring? Did I overshare? Maybe I should delete it. Sound familiar? It's wild how a couple of silent taps, or the lack of them, can shake our confidence. But here's where Epictetus steps in like the ancient voice of reason. He said, "It is not things themselves that disturb us, but our opinions about them." That post? It's just a post. But it's what you think it means that rattles your peace. We live in a time where validation is measured in likes, views, and retweets. And if we're not careful, we start treating those numbers like a scoreboard for our self-worth. But the Stoics had a completely different approach. They believed that your value doesn't come from what others think of you. It comes from what you do day in and day out. So let's flip the script. Instead of chasing approval, chase alignment. Ask yourself, am I acting with integrity? Did I speak my truth? Am I proud of what I created? Because here's the thing, no amount of likes can replace the quiet confidence that comes from living by your values. And no one else's opinion can take away the peace that comes from knowing you're being true to yourself. So next time the algorithm ghosts you, or someone throws shade in a comment section, remember this. Their opinion is not your reality. You are not the reaction. You are the action. And that, dear Stoic in progress, is freedom. Principle 4, accept fate, amor fati. So picture this. You've spent weeks prepping for a dream job interview. You've visualized the offer letter, updated your LinkedIn headline in advance, maybe even rehearsed your "I'd love to join the team" line in the shower. Then, the email drops. We regret to inform you, and just like that, your perfect plan goes up in smoke. Now this is the part where most of us either shut down, get bitter, or spiral into "what's wrong with me" mode. But here's where Epictetus hands us one of the most powerful mindset shifts ever. Don't seek for things to happen as you wish, but wish for them to happen as they do. That's amor fati, the love of fate. Not just accepting what happens, but actually embracing it as part of your path. A few weeks later, you stumble into a different opportunity, one you didn't even see coming, a job that fits you better, a city you never thought you'd love, or a team that actually gets you. Looking back, that rejection, it wasn't a door closing, it was a redirect. See, the Stoics didn't believe in whining about the way things should have gone. They trained their minds to trust the way things did go. Not because they were passive, but because they understood this deeper truth. Life isn't happening to you. It's happening for you. So the next time something doesn't go your way, don't immediately label it a failure. Zoom out. Maybe that setback is a setup. Maybe that no is guiding you to your yes. It's not about pretending to like everything that happens. It's about realizing you don't have to resist it, accept it, learn from it, even love it. That's amor fati. And it might just be your superpower in disguise. Principle 5. Understand impermanence. Let's talk about something we all face but rarely prepare for. Change. Whether it's a breakup, a move, losing a job, or even just saying goodbye to a chapter of your life, those moments hit hard. And when they hit, they feel final, heavy, like nothing will ever feel normal again. But then something strange happens. Time moves. You laugh again. New people enter your life. One day you realize that the pain doesn't sting the same way it did before. That heartbreak, it taught you something. That job loss, it opened a door you didn't even know existed. Marcus Aurelius said it best. Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. In other words, everything ends. Everything must end. And that's not something to fear. It's something to honor. Think about it. The sunset wouldn't be beautiful if it stayed in the sky forever. Seasons shift, people grow apart, and even your favorite hoodie eventually gets worn out. But that impermanence, it's what gives life its shape, its color, its urgency. The Stoics didn't try to stop change. They embraced it. Because when you accept that everything is temporary, you start to live more fully. You cling less to what's fading and show up more for what's here. So next time life pulls the rug out from under you, remember this. You're not being punished. You're being moved, shaped, readied for something new. And in the in-between, where one chapter ends and the next hasn't yet begun, that's where the real growth happens. Principle 6. Grow through adversity. You ever have a job that just drained you? Maybe it was the boss who micromanaged every little thing, or the late nights that never came with a thank you. You felt stuck, exhausted, wondering, why am I even doing this? But then you left, or got let go. And once the dust settled, you realized you came out tougher. You spoke up more in your next role. You set boundaries. You recognized red flags faster. That awful job? It didn't break you. It built you. Seneca nailed it when he said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Just like lifting weights tears your muscles so they grow back stronger, life throws challenges to stretch our limits. To teach us things no book ever could. The Stoic mindset isn't about avoiding pain. It's about reframing it. When something hard shows up in your life, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" flip the script. Ask, "What is this teaching me?" That heartbreak might teach you what real love feels like. That failure might be the best teacher in your career. That hard conversation, it might be the moment you learn to finally speak your truth. The Stoics believed life's trials are like nature's training ground. You don't become strong by staying comfortable. You grow by walking through the fire and realizing you're still standing. So the next time life punches you in the gut, don't just survive it. Mine it. There's wisdom in the wounds, if you're willing to look for it. Principle 7. Cultivate inner wealth. You finally get your hands on the latest phone. It's sleek, shiny, and practically whispers, "You've made it." But a week later, it's just another object on the nightstand. You're back scrolling, comparing, wanting the next thing. Seneca saw this coming over 2,000 years ago. "He is a poor man who desires much," he said. Not because having nice things is bad, but because the endless chase for more never fills the void. The more you crave, the less satisfied you become. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how some of the happiest people you've met don't have the flashiest stuff? But they've got something deeper. Peace, purpose, presence. That's the kind of wealth Stoicism points us toward. The Stoics weren't anti-success. They were just pro-balance. They knew that real richness comes from a quiet mind, a strong character, and a heart that doesn't need constant applause to feel worthy. So instead of chasing clout, try investing in calm. Instead of collecting followers, focus on becoming someone worth following. Journal your thoughts. Spend time with people who make you feel grounded. Do work that adds meaning to your life, even if it doesn't come with a status boost. Because in the end, inner wealth doesn't depreciate. It doesn't go out of style, and it's the one thing that truly belongs to you, no matter what life throws your way. So there you have it. 7 Stoic tools to master the ancient and much-needed art of letting go and not caring. Not in a cold or careless way, but in a way that gives you your power back. Because caring less about the noise out there means you get to care more about what truly matters in here. Your mind, your peace, your path. From controlling the controllables to cultivating inner wealth, each principle is a small shift with a massive impact. The world might still be chaotic, but now, you've got a Stoic shield and a wiser lens. So tell me, which principle hit home for you today? Was it letting go of control, embracing fate, or maybe finally realizing you don't need 100 likes to feel enough? Drop your favorite Stoic insight in the comments. I'll be reading, and I love seeing your reflections. And hey, if this little stroll through ancient wisdom gave you even one aha moment, do me a favor. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and ring the cheeky little bell. Join this growing tribe of modern Stoics figuring it all out one breath at a time. Until next time, keep calm, carry on, and remember, you're in control of more than you think. Cheerio, fellow Stoics.